Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Orlando Magic going up against the Houston Rockets here at Toyota Center, along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Houston, they're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings.
When I look at the Rockets, when you think about it, everyone expected them to be an elite team. Now, obviously, they've had problems thus far, but there's still a lot of time left for them to turn this season around.
And it's early. A lot of teams battle adversity in the first part of the season. It's just a matter of getting through it and not getting discouraged.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the lethal front court pair. Suggs and Bain team up as backcourt, and it's Wagner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Amin Thompson out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Şengün in at the center position. Now here's Banchero. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. And it's Wagner missing. On the wing, Durant. Pass to Okogie. And here's Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. Smith outside. He buries it from 3.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Outside Bain. Back to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero finds Bain. That's in. Coming off an assist from Banchero.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Smith. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Thompson. Oh, misses the dunk. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Wagner. And in the first, a little over 1.5 minutes in. Here's Banchero. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Şengün.
Yeah, some aggressive play from Banchero, putting the defender into a bad spot with that pump fake.
He's perfect from the line this time. Thompson against Suggs. Thompson passes to Şengün. It's rebounded by Wagner. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Suggs. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
It's good.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Thompson passes to Şengün. 6 to shoot. Back to Thompson. Smith with a screen on Bain. Thompson. It's rebounded by Wagner. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you, Brian.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Desmond Bain, and Black subbed in for Suggs. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Banchero outside. The 3, pure from three-point range. Banchero's got 7 points in the game.
I just love the ball.
Here's Şengün. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
He's a new school versatile big, but Şengün wants the ball inside. That's where he does his best damage.
From deep, Banchero. And another three for Orlando.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Şengün to the wing, right side. Pass to Durant. Şengün, the screen. The three. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Now here's Carter. Puts up a three. Smith with the rebound. And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Orlando making some changes. Batase's checked in for Wagner. Howard comes in for Banchero. And it's Desmond Bane in for Wagner. Now here's Black. No points so far. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's Howard with the three. That shot, no good. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Now here's Bane. Got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court for the Magic, they've got Desmond Bane. Goga Bitadze is out there with Wendell Carter. Then it's Anthony Black, and it's Jones in at the 1. Now here's Black. He's scoreless.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor. I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Stolen by Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Jones feels it out. Pass to Carter. Black outside. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds. You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Then for Orlando, Franz Wagner comes in for Black, and Suggs is subbed in for Jones. Now here's Suggs. He was another key contributor in that win against Brooklyn. Bane against Holiday. Kicks it out to Wagner. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Eason. Orlando again missing. The Rockets have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Pass to Shepherd. Finney Smith, the screen. And it's Shepherd missing. The Magic have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Suggs with the bucket.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Capella, screen on Suggs. Now Finney Smith. Stolen by Carter. Bane surveying the D. Pass to Wagner. Carter, a screen on Easton. 5 on the clock. Wagner finds Bitadze. From behind the arc. Offensive rebound. The Rockets trail. Outside, Finney Smith. Here's Shepard. No points yet.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Finney Smith. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Carter with it. Guarded now by Finney Smith. Carter, the pass to Wagner. Let's go with a 3. Eason pulls it in. Well, the Rockets shooting a nice 50% for the game. And here's Shepard for 3. He drops it from range.
Well, Shepard can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
Suggs, the pass to Bain. Here's Batase. Suggs outside. To the middle. Here's Carter. Capella with a rebound.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Outside, Finney Smith. From outside, off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Inside, tipped to the inside, and it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Coming off the win against the Blazers.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Looking at who's out there now for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Batase, and Paolo Banchero subbed in for Carter.
Once again, for your lunch crew.
36 seconds left in the second period. Here's Durant. Durant taking it in close.
The control KD has from any spot on the floor, that's what makes him different.
Thompson against Suggs. 17 seconds left in the second. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. And there's a 3-second violation.
Houston ball.
12 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Şengün. Pass to Okogie. From outside the arc. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston up 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the...
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish your tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
You got a game within the game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bowls, making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow Sammys.
With extra mayonnaise.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Houston in the lead. Inside, Smith and Şengün. Josh Okogie is out there with Amin Thompson, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Well, the Magic shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Thompson with it, now guarded by Suggs. Thompson, that's good. Thompson's got 10 points.
Well, you see Thompson's explosion there. I mean, just an insanely quick first step. All the defender can do is bump him.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Easton's checked in. Suggs outside. Back to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Suggs with a drive. The Magic need to put one up here. Up and over Smith. They grab their own miss. And the shot goes down.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
This game, folks, a close one here in Houston. Here's Şengün. It's tipped.
Well, Wagner has the length, but that block was more about effort and timing.
Wagner, perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the ring. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 10. Smith passes to Şengün. Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Şengün, a screen on Suggs. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if we're pushing a little too hard.
The Magic have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Outside Bane for the lead. It's rebounded by Houston.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Şengün with it. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Pass to Smith. Şengün, a screen on Bane. It's tipped. Back to Smith. That shot off the mark.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. From deep, Bane. That doesn't go either for Bane.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And they take the lead. Banchero's got 12 points in the game.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at the Magic, a better start would be ideal. But right now, they're 10th in their respective conference.
Yeah, right now for the Magic, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big lead upward that we've been waiting for?
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. And the Magic making a change here as well. Black's checked in for Suggs. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Baseline try. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Pass to Wagner, beyond the arc. Orlando again missing.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Capella, screen on Bane. Here's Shepard for the lead. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Shepard. Durant's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And the dunk by Wagner. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the 3rd quarter.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Eason's checked in for Finney Smith. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Jones comes in for Wagner. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Jalen Suggs.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the 3-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Now here's Durant. 7 points in the game. Katie jams it straight down.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Jones, the pass to Banchero. Shoots over Durant. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 14.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And here's Durant. He's got 9. Screen by Capella. Outside Holiday. Left side Durant. The rebound by Carter. Black outside. On the wing, Jones. From deep, Banchero. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Orlando ahead. They lead by 1. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. 4th quarter, on the court for the Magic. At the 2 and the 3, it's Suggs and Wagner. Wendell Carter is out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Black in at the 1.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Houston making some changes. Şengün checked in for Capella. Okogie comes in for Holiday. And it's Thompson in for Shepherd. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, that's going to be a nice test for them. They'll get a chance to see just how they play against a team that most feel is better than them.
Now here's Durant. Over Carter. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Thompson with a steal. Driving inside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
4th quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Wagner, the pass to Suggs. Now Black. Shot clock at 6. Eason pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Durant against Carter. 3-pointer. KD! What else would you expect?
And you can tell he's starting to figure things out here in the second half.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Then for Orlando, Wagner's checked in for Bitadze. Banchero comes in for Carter, and it's Desmond Bane in for Black. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. No good! Had a chance to end the run there. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Here's Banchero, following the score by Houston. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Şengün against Wagner. Book it!
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Suggs. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Once again, for your lunch crew.
Thompson against Suggs.
In the game. 2 minutes.
Banchero. And Caro delivers inside.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Şengün with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Spins. Off on the layup. Magic trail by 6. Wagner outside. Thompson with a steal. Durant fires. Oh, the long ball, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, some nice teamwork in transition.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Banchero.
I'm open! Outside Şengün. Tries to spin move. Wagner with the rebound.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Now Şengün. There's 31 seconds left in the final quarter.
Huge points from Şengün, the big man from Turkey, stepping up.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Here's Banchero. Şengün pulls it down, and that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
Kevin Durant taking 2 shots.
And he does get the second one. And that increases the lead to 6. Banchero! Can't hit it. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 7-point lead. And so it's Houston winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Amin Thompson.